Hello everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to Documented Journey. Right now, my kids and I are on a little hike. We do this in the mornings and we take a picture or we collect something from our hike so that way we can study it and we can put it in our art journal. I don't think I actually mentioned this, but I homeschool my kids. I have a son who's 11 and a daughter who is 9.
When we go back, I'll take a picture of the mushroom and then the baby berries. That's crazy.
So I'm editing this video, but I wanted to show you. This is my kids' journals. They haven't colored it. Some of them haven't glued it in yet. But this is what they look like. And I will eventually do mine as well. I've been slacking. So anyway, I just wanted to add that in so you guys could see. So these YouTube videos are me trying to express my feelings and trying to show up and come back slowly. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job, but I am still struggling. I'm showing up, I'm doing the things, I'm going on the nature walks, I'm just trying to really carve out time to slow down, focus on my family and what's important, get out in nature, even if I don't want to be creative or like what I'm doing, hence this illustration right here. I'm not a huge fan, but the act of doing it is continuing my journey, right? It's just me taking one foot and putting it in front of the other. Yeah, I'm feeling really up and down. However, I am thankful that I'm still motivated to continue on this journey. And this particular journey that we're speaking of is YouTube. And I started YouTube in 2016. And it is 100% different place that it isn't like was back then and is now. Like they're two different things. And I think that there's where everything kind of goes upside down. You know, back then I was building a community and now I'm just trying to keep it. And the views aren't what they used to be when I was building. When I was building up my community, I had so many more people paying attention. And now that I have this community, less and less people watch. It's just mind-boggling. And society has embedded into me, maybe others, that if I do something, it needs to be better than the last time, and more people need to see it, which, like, that's not the case. Then you add the layer of it being my job, so I'm trying to not make a living, because let's be real, that's really difficult to do on your art, but I'm trying to supplement, maybe, some income, and in this present moment, it's just really hard. I started my shop because people were asking for stickers and prints of my work. They were asking for the cork covers that were on my notebooks. And to do this, then you have to post it on a website and that costs money. And it kind of just all adds up, you know? And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, like, what's happening? Why is this happening? And I don't even know where to begin with that. You know what I mean? And then thinking of all this, like all this change within a matter of a few months makes me emotional. It really does make my emotions go up and down. You know, I'm at one hand, I'm super grateful for everyone that pays attention, that buys some things, that wants to support me. But also on the other hand, like, you don't have to. And people need to spend their money on what people need to spend their money on? And did I just come to the end of this ride that was amazing? Or do I not quit? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying not to quit. So to push myself forward, I've been creating content and I'm posting it and reusing it on multiple places. So if I post something on Instagram, I'm also making a newsletter about it, and just reminding people that I'm still here, that I'm still creating. I don't know, I'm trying to change it a bit to fit the platform, but I'm also trying to keep the same theme, I guess, and I feel like for now that's working. But when I feel stressed out, I lose my creativity, and in return I gain anxiety. And those kinds of things, that I don't know, that's what's really hard to get over. Things that I know that work to combat my anxiety is getting outside, so that's why you saw me taking that hike earlier. And yeah, I have been trying to get into my sketchbook, and that's good. I have started coloring in a coloring book even. I'm just trying to show up when and where I can, and then I'm resting when I need to, and ultimately I'm trying to move forward on this journey at a snail's pace, but changing where I need to change, because everything is always changing. I have been trying to create really cool custom covers, not only for myself, but other people. I don't have a system right now on my website that I can easily create these custom orders, but there are a few people that have reached out to me because they are interested in them. I dropped something. Okay, I literally have a dish of things that I could utilize for these, and so what normally happens is someone will message me and tell me that they're interested because they've seen one of my covers. So this was the very first one I ever made. It has "The Journey is a Destination." I think this was from Baumkuchen. This patch, I don't remember where it's from, but it's an actual artist, I think from Canada. Maybe I can pop that in the description box. I think she has an Etsy shop. This was from maybe Amazon. I don't know. This is what my inside looks like. I chose two different because I think it's fun. But this was the very first one. And then the stripe goes all the way through. And this was my first one where I was testing out the paint on there, and the paint held great. Even on the spine, it held up. And so I then made this one. And this one is housing my Hobonichi right now. This one actually has the same pockets on the inside, but this is the outside. With this one, I sewed on the edges. I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know if I like it, but this patch is from Etsy again. If you're interested, let me know and I can maybe send you a link. These are from Summer Wind Art. Any of these wooden things I get from Summer Wind Art on Etsy. I enjoy her stuff, and yeah, I will continue to buy from her. But this was my second one, and then this was my third one. I did the plum. This is avocado, which is like a olive green. This is honey, which is like more of a orangey light kind of tan color. And then I did the stripes, different colors. I had this patch from, I think, Etsy. And then I did this on the inside. This is actually a sneak peek of a pattern coming for fall. But this is something that I've had since spring, I guess. But it is the rainbow grass. So I or braided rainbow grass maybe. So those are mine, and like I said, people have been reaching out because they like them, and so I have just like a tray full of things that, I don't know why the elastic's in there, patches and things that I could use. And what I do is, if you're interested in something like this, I tell you how much it would be for me to not only for you to purchase the patch, have it sewn on, and then we kind of go from there. So if you are interested in one, I know there's been a few people to kind of reach out. If you are interested in one, email me. I think that would be the best. But then I got to thinking, like, not everyone wants, I'm going to just put this back in. Not everyone wants these fancy covers. Not everyone enjoys the look of a patch, which I totally get. It's just my new thing right now, so that's why I created these. But they do like the patterns, and I have noticed that a lot of people have been reaching out and wanting a full pattern notebook and notebook cover. And I like the idea of it, but I feel like when you just have this, personally, that is very pattern heavy. So I created something that kind of breaks up the pattern. You still get your pocket configuration, and I feel like it works really well. I haven't put these, actually I will. I'll have these two, because that's all you get right now, I guess. Maybe I can make some more by the time this goes live, but I'll have these two in the shop if you're interested. I think it's really cool that the block pockets break up the pattern. And so if you are interested in these in particular, these two, they will be in the shop. If I can make more, I will. If not, I won't, but these definitely will be there. This is the one I created for myself. I really, really like this one. It has my Hobonichi in it, but it has the rainbow grass, and I'm thinking about making another one of these, but instead with the blue, because I don't have any more raspberry. But I love these pockets. I created the inside to have the rainbow and then the honey. I like that. And then I also have things I stick in here. So this is my like to-do book. I just make a list of things that I need to do, and I throw it in here and just stick that kind of stuff in that pocket. And I really, really enjoy, this is my, what is it, like catch-all, like commonplace, like, I don't know. This is my, like, I write everything down, and the Hobonichi Weeks is my planner / memory keeper. So anyway, I wanted to share with you these covers because they're different, but they're not like this different. They're different, and I want to start putting them in the shop. Now, question I guess for you would be, what size would you like to see in the shop of stuff like this? What size would you like to see more of the ready to ship things, so that way you can peruse and kind of see what I have just ready to go? Let me know, and I can create more sizes for you, more covers for you in that size. All right, so there's that. The last thing that I wanted to share with you to end the video, I guess, is I am working through my pink sketchbook. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were talking about how if you name something and it have like a special name, then you are more likely to utilize it, make it precious, kind of thing. So I do need to come up with a name for this guy. I don't know what to call it, so maybe if you could help me name this pink sketchbook in the comments, that would be great. But I did finish a sketch. I did not finish this. Eventually I hope to do this on camera, or maybe it just gets left like this. I just feel like the bird just needs to be finished. I don't really care if this gets finished, but I want this to be finished. Maybe create some shadow around him and just call it. I don't know, but I feel like this is not finished. But I did finish this, and I don't like it, but it was a lot of fun. I love cross-hatching like that with my ballpoint pen, so I enjoyed it. And then I don't know if I've talked about this, but if I have, then disregard, but if I haven't, then let's talk about it. So I have this sticker. that I made this year for 2025, and since it's the year of the snake, I made a snake, and I put flowers inside of it, and I filled it in with green, and I really liked it. I was talking to my son, and he was like, you should do that with, since this year in 2026 is going to be the year of the horse, you should put flowers in it. And we were talking about the background color. I picked green because this green is my favorite color. But he suggested to like look up to see what the color of the year is going to be and fill that in here. So I want to create a floral to fill the space. And then I want to look up the background color, which we did look it up, and I feel like it's teal. But then he was like, well, I think it should be more of like a honey color. Like he thinks that I should paint the horse more this color or like an orangey brown. And yet I guess the 2026 color might be teal. So I don't know. I don't know what to do here, but I do want to do something with this, and then that's it. That's all I've gotten in here so far. But I'm happy that I'm like opening this up and getting back in here. Having that inspiration to get back in here and do something creative is huge for me, because that means that, I don't know, I'm coming out of all this kind of like anxiety or discomfort, and hopefully it's helping me move forward. If you do not already know, I am reopening my Patreon. Super chill. It's going to be the lowest tier, which is $3, and I'm going to do that for all of September. That's when it opens, is September 1st. If you're interested, go check it out. It's just more going to be a behind the scenes update on how things are going. You know, things that you just don't normally share here for whatever reasons. For my reasons, it's just because I feel uncomfortable sharing all that, but yet I know that it's important. So this is my step in that direction. But I am going to be slowly kind of getting back into things, and I'm excited about it. I have a plan moving forward to slowly step back into it, and that's where I'm at right now. So again, I hope you gained some inspiration. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see ya.